Let's begin here, though. Breaking overnight, Iran's supreme leader issuing a new warning to the United States after President Trump threatened to bomb Tehran. Ayatollah Ali Khamenei warning that America will receive a strong blow if it acts on President Trump's threat over negotiations on a new nuclear deal. News Nation's Tom Dempsey has the latest from Washington. Tom, good morning to you. We're starting to really get a clearer picture here.
People like to justify America by critiquing China. It says a lot. I mean, yeah, it's just copium. You know what I mean? That's all it is. You have to have, in a way, it is no different than when an American needs, like a working class white man in an area that has been left behind, like West Virginia, needs to think about someone that's like lesser than they are in order to feel like they've been elevated, in order to feel like they're actually not in the worst possible position. And it's no different across the board. And it's the same principle behind why, like, Americans would be like, oh, why are so many people coming here then if it's so shitty? It's like, yeah, because other places are even shittier. But there's a reason why people from Norway aren't fucking coming here, okay? Even though Western Europe is also rapidly Americafying at an alarming rate, as America is becoming more Turkish at an alarming rate. Everything is just devolving. You know, Knut disagrees. Okay, come on, guys. You have one example. We're talking about mass migration patterns. As long as there's someone below them, they think they're doing better. Yeah, exactly. So all of the problems here, all of the problems that we have here that we could fix, that we have enough wealth to fix, we just don't have the motion and, you know, and it's not going to happen through the magnanimous nature of the super wealthy that want to maintain their super profits. But all of those issues are, you cast them aside. It doesn't matter. At least you're not Chinese. You know what I mean? Look at China. It's so much scarier, so much worse.
Of the president's plans to turn back the clock on Iran's nuclear program.
That's right. Good morning, Mark. Some big comments coming from President Donald Trump, who says that if Iran does not make a deal to rein in its nuclear program, the United States may resort to bombing the country. He made these comments during a recent interview with NBC News. Obviously, a lot of attention on this, with President Trump putting it bluntly, quote, if they don't make a deal, there will be bombing, and it will be bombing the likes of which they have never seen before. But Iran's own president says the country has no plans to directly negotiate with the United States, writing, quote, we don't avoid talks. It's a breach of promises that has been caused issues for us so far. They must prove that they can build trust. But President Trump made it clear over the weekend he will not back down.
And we're going to either have to talk and talk it out, or very bad things are going to happen to Iran.
Here, let's watch the full threat. Iran warns Trump over U.S. military threat. Bro. This is the other thing, bro. Other countries know how to do protests so much better than us. Like, whether it be Yemen or Iran, whether it's a pro-government protest or anti-government protest like in Turkey, or a pro-government protest in Iran, like they mobilize. They love this shit, bro. They do. Look at this. When you think about it, even Israel does protests. Israel is very American, you know. Israel is very America coded. And yet, even in Israel, they got better protests than we do. It's crazy. It's because we got the treats. It's called walkable cities. I mean, there is that too. I think there is that too, for sure. Speaking of protests, yes, I know there's a protest on Saturday in D.C. I will be there. I will be there. I will be there. I will be there. I know. I will be there. Some of the organizations actually reached out and asked if they want me to speak at the protest as well. I might do that. Potentially. I haven't figured out what I would say if I were to do such a thing, but I will be there. Khamenei said said that the U.S. would receive a strong reciprocal blow in retaliation, but cast doubt on the likelihood of an attack from the U.S. Hold on, I'm going to read it. Nations around the world are angry and upset. And that's just based on what they know. There are many issues and atrocities nations around the world are not even aware of. The anti-Zionist and anti-U.S. chants that you see in the streets of Europe and even in the United States stems from their limited knowledge. They would do more if they knew more. All I'm saying is this rogue group, Israel, must be eradicated from Palestine. The hostility from U.S. and Israel has always been there. They threaten to attack us, which we don't think is likely. Bro, the amount of words in Farsi that's like... The amount of words in Farsi that we use in Turkish as well is crazy. Dushman, dushman. Dunya means world. Dushman means enemy. Devlet, I think. Did he say millet or devlet? It's just it's kind of crazy. Like, I can almost understand what the fuck he's saying. I mean, yeah, it's just they get it mostly from Arabic, for the record. Arabic is like Arabic is the one that connects all of this. We have a lot of loan words. Yeah, dunya is an Arabic word, and I think it's in Hindi and Urdu as well. Hindi and Urdu is already like, don't get mad at me, but you know, it's like, it seems like the distinction between Ukrainian and Russian in terms of linguistic differences. You know.
شرارت خواهند کرد البته اگر شرارتی انجام بگیره ما خیلی اطمینان نداریم احتمال زیاد نمیدیم که از بیرون شرارتی انجام بگیره اما اگر شرارت
Okay, it feels like he's saying a lot more, you know what I mean, than just whatever the translation is saying. They will surely receive a strong reciprocal blow.
انجام بگیره قطعاً ضربه متقابل محکم خواهند خورد.
Didn't Ottoman sultans call themselves Padishah instead of Sultan? Padishah is also a Farsi loanword. Yes, Padishah is the same as Sultan. I am a white Jewish boy ready to die for the Ayatollah. Shut the fuck up, dude. Yo, we got Jewish boys in America talking about how their Shia Islam is the light out here. This is crazy. Dude, you're gonna get fucking deported. Ay. Isn't the Ayatollah Turkish Azeri? I don't know, maybe. I mean, potential. I don't fucking know. I don't know his background. It's not surprising if he is, because there's hella Turks in Iran, and like Turkic peoples of Azeri descendants. I've heard that like in Iran they have the their memes are like Turks, like they talk about how Turkish people, like Turks, are stupid. Like the light bulb memes that people make about like the Polish in Iran internally, from what I understand, it's about Turks. Fucking haters. Yeah. There are hella protests at MN University campuses today. Nice. I have heard that anyone who has ever existed as Turkish thoughts is true. Dünya Türktür. All right, let's get back to Trump. Iran threatens strong blow against the U.S. if Trump attacks.
For a deal. to the other alternative, which I think everybody in this plane knows what that is. And that's not going to be pretty.
During his first term, President Trump pulled the United States out of a deal with Iran that put strict limits on Iran's nuclear program in exchange for sanctions relief. But concerns have grown about Iran developing a nuclear weapon. President Trump sent a letter to Iran's supreme leader pushing for a deal after the UN's nuclear watchdog group, the International Atomic Energy Agency, reported earlier this year that Iran has accelerated its production of near weapons-grade uranium. Now, Iran insists that its program is for peaceful purposes, but really adding a lot onto the tension right now, Marky, is recent United States strikes against Houthi targets, with the United States accusing Iran of providing money and weapons to the terrorist group.
Yeah,
Marky?
a lot on the line there. And in a similar vein, when it comes to geopolitical tensions, Tom, the president also appears to be losing his patience with Russian President Vladimir Putin. What's the latest in that relationship?
Why should any country not try to develop nukes? Any country that's outside of the 10 years ago, I would have said, why should any country outside of the American periphery not develop nukes? Now, the mentality extends to countries within the orbit of Western empire as well, considering the actions that the Trump administration has accelerated. Like it's crazy. Every country. If you don't have nukes, you are 100 million% free real estate for proxy wars between superpowers that do have nukes. Superpowers that have nukes don't want to fuck up the bag. So they war over other smaller nations that don't have nukes. Look at Ukraine. Because the more nukes, the more likely someone stupid will end the world. I know. I understand that. I think there should be no nukes. Yeah. I guess this is the part of the broadcast where I tell you that Greenland must immediately get nukes to the Inuit population of Greenland. Okay? Not nukes, okay? Put some nukes in nuke. It's time.